Today we have a very special guest with us, Mr. Bobby Hajjas. He is the chairman of Nationalist Democratic Movement. Hello, sir. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
So, how are you?
I'm well. How about yourself?
Alhamdulillah, I'm doing really fine. So, sir, we are here to talk about India and Bangladesh relation today. So, I hope we will have a beautiful discussion regarding this session.
Sure, yes.
So the foreign ministers of two countries, the Bangladesh and India, they have met already twice. But Mr. Narendra Modi and Professor Dr. Muhammad Yunus, they haven't sat together yet. How do you picturize this?
There have been talks that they might meet very soon at the BIMSTEC conference in Thailand. I hope that they do. I know that Narendra Modi's government the BJP government has a very specific stance on Bangladesh, or has had one for a very long time. But again, this is geopolitics, it's international relations. End of the day, pragmatic policy making has to prevail. And pragmatic policy making says Narendra Modi needs to have a conversation with the leader of Bangladesh, which is currently our Honorable Chief Advisor, Dr. Muhammad Yunus. So sooner or later they will talk. There were discussions about the most senior level meetings, sort of between the Indian Prime Minister and the Bangladesh leader of the government, even earlier on, a few months ago. But I think those talks were postponed because India, time and again, sort of responded with that we want to sit with an elected government. Now that elections, we're not yet sure when elections are going to be. Maybe they'll sit soon. But more importantly, I think even from India-Bangladesh relations standpoint, an election becomes very important. Because every government, be that the US government, sort of German, UK, Chinese, any government, they all want to work with a stable government, which is an elected government. So given the state of India-Bangladesh relations, I think Modi would still sit with our Honorable Chief Advisor, and I think our Honorable Chief Advisor is very open to sitting with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. But it's also incumbent upon us to push for an elected government so that we can start forging long-term relationships based on long-term policies.
Yeah. So our current chief advisor of the interim government, Dr. Muhammad Yunus. So he's a Nobel laureate, and he has tremendous coverage within the world because he is an extraordinary economist, and he has been playing a tremendous role all over the country, and he's one of our prides. But in terms of politics, in terms of managing the current government of Bangladesh, what do you think? Is he being able to successfully operate a government keeping pace with the international politics? What do you think?
Well, that's not really his job. Bangladesh was in a critical situation after the July, sort of mass movement, and we needed somebody to take the helm. And we all almost unanimously picked Dr. Muhammad Yunus to take over as sort of the chief advisor, to take over the leadership of the government. And it is our good fortune that he consented, he agreed. It's not his job to run the government day to day. So he is doing the nation a favor by taking up this burden of responsibility. And this burden of responsibility is limited to the establishment of an elected government. So, and the state of the country that Hasina left it in July 2024 was in such debilitating a state, or in a manner of speaking, in such ruins, that no single government, especially an interim government, has the capacity or the ability to build it back up from those ruins. I think the interim government is doing a relatively good job. Just like any government, it's got flaws as well. There are things I think it could have done better, but there are also many things that it has done better than maybe many other governments would. So there are those positives and negatives. So, but we can't really give it a scorecard in a manner of speaking. Also, competing with the world is not the job of the interim government. The job of the interim government is to establish an elected government. And I think, I hope they are going towards that with full gusto.
So we have got tremendously beautiful insights from you regarding the relations between India and Bangladesh. So I have one more question regarding, do you want to suggest anything to the interim government regarding tackling the propaganda that is being spreaded by the Indian media?
Yes, actually, again, I mean, during your questions, I did answer that. And when Dr. Mohammed Yunus, the Honorable Chief Advisor, invited us, the political parties, to have a discussion on this, I offered a charter of proposals related to, how to fight disinformation on social media, global disinformation campaigns, how to do fact checking. That is on record. But the big points I've already covered. So yeah, we did give suggestions to the interim government through the Honorable Chief Advisor.
We have received your opinions, and those were really beautiful. Now, in the last segment, we want you to express your opinions and your call to the nation. What you want to say to the nation, to the mass people of Bangladesh through us?
Well, there's only one thing to say at this point. We have fought for a very long time to get back our most important right, the right to vote, the right to pick our own government. After a lot of struggle, after a lot of movements and fighting and deaths and sacrifices, we have come to the point where we are eagerly waiting to get back that right, the right to pick our own government. So my appeal to the population of this country, to the people of our country, is your next vote is going to be a very important one. Be very stingy in voting. Be very picky. Check your candidate, check the party, and only vote for the person that you think is going to be the best for the country in the future.
So now we have been in a very beautiful session with Mr. Bobby Hajjaj. So thank you very much. Thanks to our honorable guest, and stay tuned with 10 minutes fact check.